Welcome to the Legacy Crusaders YouTube channel. We are back again with Elijah and his ABC FTK deck. So now there are 3 FTKs in the same format at the same time, and only one of them uses an infinite firewall loop.
Yes. So
alright.
We're going to go into this savage deck profile. So,
there we go.
Starting off with the bread and butter, triple A, triple B, and triple C. There's no reason to not play 3 of each of them, because the more pieces you have in your deck, the better your hanger is. So, no explanation there. So, you guys should know what these cards do by now. So,
Well, assume if you want to play ABC, you know what A, B, and C do, at the very least.
You should, yeah. So, next we have the summoner, the special summon guys. So, 2 gold, 2 silver, and 1 Thrasher. He's kind of bad in multiples anyway, so most of the time he's going to be dead, so playing 1 is no problem. This is ABC FTK, you need Cannon Soldier.
If you're not familiar with this card, it's an old card from Metal Raiders. Dark Machine, 1400, what is it, defense 13?
Yeah.
You contribute 1 monster you control to inflict 500 damage to your opponents.
Yes. So the text written here is not PSCT, but that's what it does pretty much. It was released back in the day when most cards were not once per turn or hard once per turns at all. So this is what enables the FTK loop, similar to what Amazon's Archer did for Eternity FTK. That's another old card. Destrudo. So Destrudo enables Ancient Fairy Dragon plays. I don't play a second Synchro. Because I really just want it for the Ancient Fairy Dragon.
To give you better field spell setup and other stuff.
And lastly, hand trails to play 2 Ash and an Ogre. Ash is just better than Ogre in general, so it's worth playing 2 of them.
Okay, and these also can yield the combo?
Yes, so if you...
So they're better than Valor in that sense?
Yeah, so they can actually, you can get the level 7 Synchro that way, so...
Right, so you don't necessarily need Destrudo to do the combo?
No, and it's good because you save life points because you don't have to pay half. This is standard 3 hanger, best field spell right now for this deck. Essentially a +2 because you activate, get 1, summon, get another. You need ways to
get hanger,
and your other field spells you play.
So this is terraforming.
Terraforming gets everything. It's a great card. Now for the other field spell, support set rotation. Since I play 3 different field spells in this deck, this is like a 4th terraforming, and plus it can guard against evenly matched. It can, and depending on what other field spells you play, you can lock out your opponent's field spell. Yeah,
so you locked out a player today who was playing Invoke True Dracos.
Yeah, so it really punished him badly.
Okay.
Ravine for Destrudo. This is really good. It makes it so that you don't need a Gadget or a Thrasher to make first turn buster. And it also facilitates the FTK pretty well. And then the last field spell is Magical Midbreaker Field, which is the card I usually want to give off of set rotation to lock out the opponent's field spell zone, because if you're on a diagram, it's such a dangerous card. Magical Meltdown, all these different field spells are just super powerful.
And if you're not aware, this says if once you activate this card, no other field spell can be activated.
Yeah.
So the benefit of this card is if it's played by set rotation, your opponent, if they have field spells in their deck, they can't activate anything. So Oracle of Zephyr does the same thing, but you know your opponent could actually be playing Zephyr.
Yeah.
And then Gateway to Chaos does the same thing, but that thing is pointlessly expensive.
Yeah, so no need to do that. And then if you need to, Destrudo can pop this and get one of your real field spells. If you can, not Destrudo, sorry. AFD can pop this and get one of your
Yeah, Ancient Fairy Dragon will pop the extra field spells on both sides of the field.
So this is like a 9-card field spell engine. Others 2 Twin Twisters. This is still better than running Cosmic Cyclone because you can pitch pieces out of your hand to make Dragon Buster. You can pop your own pieces once they're equipped to make Dragon Buster, and plus it just pops 2 back row, which this deck inherently hates.
And I guess you can potentially kill the Midbreaker Field if you give it to them if you need to play a field spell.
Yeah, so it has all that utility, crazy utility, so...
Because your opponent generally won't activate the Midbreaker Field, they'll just prevent you from playing your Union Hangers again?
Yeah, they won't. 2 Forbidden Chalice is a great card. I've been playing this in this deck since Zoo format, and it hasn't really been that bad at all. Like, I can never really say this card...
it's good against
is
Dweller.
bad. It's great against Dweller. Any
Zexal Hope now?
Yeah, Zexal Hope, True King of All Calamities, Monster Trap Immune Masterpiece, Invoked Mechaba, all these, Crystal Wing, all these broken Floodgate monsters, just, you don't care anymore.
Ruin you once your turn starts.
Board Wipes, Starhole Regeki. This is good for going second. Good board clears. This is just good. And then last is Revival, which is Monster Reborn, and probably the most important card in the FTK is Soul Charge.
So the FTK requires you have Soul Charge.
Yes. So
any version of it, I don't think it's possible without it, right?
Yeah, there is not without future support coming out. So, but as of right now, I think you need the Soul Charge in order to get this FTK going.
All right. So we're going to set this aside, and we're going to draw random hands in a minute and see if we can make the FTK happen.
Okay. So that's right. And then last I play 6 traps. Solemn Brigade. So 1 Judgment, 1 Warning, and 2 Strike. Strike is not as Strike. These all have their good utilities. These are both at 1. If these weren't at 1, I'd play more of these. But Strike is just great overall. 1 Torrential.
Good in ABC.
Apparently, I didn't get the memo that it went to 3, so I'm still playing 1. And Skill Drain, because I can always lock out a lot of decks, and I can still do Dragon Buster shenanigans with it.
All right.
So it's 42 cards. Moving on to...
I'll just set this on top of that.
Cool. Moving on to the extra win condition. Well, first win condition, main win condition, ABC Dragon Buster. Maintaining this on board, you should win your game.
Let's just keep going, because most people should be familiar with the deck.
You should know.
So if you want more details, there's the How to Play ABC video just went up. You can check that out.
Generic links now.
Underclock
Taker, which is great.
Good for OTKs.
Proxy, so these are both important in the FTK as well.
Yeah, you actually do need both.
Yeah, you do need both. Decode Talker, Genius, sorry, put the link 2s. This is actually a very great card.
You negated Imperial Ironwall today.
I negated Imperial Ironwall. I was playing as a True Draco player, and I negated Imperial Ironwall, just made Double Buster, banish a Spell, Trap Immune Masterpiece, and then just won. And the last one is the reason the FTK works. Firewall Dragon.
The guy who one day will get banned.
Should be, but...
Eventually.
Yeah.
Maybe not this next ban list coming up, but eventually.
So these are the Link monsters. AFD only synchro.
Ancient Fairy Dragon searches field spells and summons level 4 or lower.
Increase your life points, spell from hand. These are not hard ones per turns, so that comes in to effect during the FTK. Not once per turn effect. I mean, not hard ones per turn effects.
Yeah, every Ancient Fairy Dragon can summon a monster from your hand if you do not go into your battle phase that turn.
So the FTK, the only downside of the FTK is that you don't get to play as many rank 4s, which you really need to rely on too much anyway, so I guess Sook to draw more cards.
This is like an unbricking card.
Yeah, Gurgigant to search the Cannon Soldier if you didn't hard draw it. Floodgate Monster, put all your guys in defense as long as they're not links. Diamond Direwolf clears back row.
Preferable over Tornado Dragon?
Yes, because Tornado Dragon can get himself out the way. I mean, Tornado Dragon is better if you have an established board with like link arrows, but if you just have a rank 4 play and you're afraid of back row, this is always better because you can just clear the back row, get out the way, make Buster.
Alright.
No, we have more. And
Utopia package, I saw you OTK today with that.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Alright, cool.
Pretty good stuff. Not bad enough to go. And then
let's just show off a side deck, but we'll get into the FTK because we're sure that's why everybody's here.
Yeah, so another Ghost Ogre.
Good matchup sometimes.
Veiler to stop like random stuff. It's not too good. Kaiju's. Only plays I play Yugioh is because it's searchable with Genius, if you so wish.
Oh, if you tag out
and place the 2 zones.
So yeah, Buster tags out and summons the 3 machines. You can put him 2 in the zone, and you can search Yugioh. That's interesting. I didn't know that.
Then the anti-banish hate, which is double Lancia.
That came up against Invoked a lot today.
Yeah. Unfortunately, wasn't enough.
Oh well.
And double Chaos Hunter. Never really needed this too much. Then you play Trickstar.
So this is a Trickstar counter.
And the mirror match stuff like that. Nobody plays this deck.
All right.
The only spell I sided was Necro Valley, which was.
If you play a field spell deck, it's not a bad idea.
Not bad. Traps for today. I had double D barrier. This is anti-X-Deck and Pendulum.
Invoked.
Unending Nightmare and Imperial Order. I never saw either of these, so these are kind of like, I mean, they're good cards in theory, but I didn't need them. And then Karas had to use a lot today with Roller Tree. So there's a lot of still Palos running around today. A lot of Floodgate type decks. True Draco I sided against.
The deck in general worked pretty well because you went undefeated in Swiss in a fairly sizable local tournament where we had like 16 players?
It was like
20 players?
24 people.
24 players.
And then I lost the top 8. Against Magnetic. So
we have
go to the FTK.
Soul Charge. Let's shuffle up. We will fast forward until we've drawn cards. All right, so let's just take the combo out of the deck.
Okay.
All right, or take the necessary cards and then shuffle up.
Okay. So.
All right.
Terraforming or hard drawing into Ravine.
So Ravine or Terraforming and Soul Charge.
It could also be Hanger or Gadget.
Okay.
So it could be either. I'll do both versions. I'll do the version first. So
Soul Charge in one of these cards.
Let's say Terraforming because it's easier to draw into a Terraforming.
All right, so you probably know some cut. We cut because we kept not drawing field spells with the Soul Charge. So
any level 4 monster.
All right.
It could be any level 4 monster, and then the rest could be blanks. So you're gonna draw cards that have no synergy going first. So some trap cards.
All right. So this is if you get ogred or ashed, you could still do something.
Yes. So we have Terraforming first, ripping out the Ravine. So it's a hand. Activate Ravine, pitch one of your blank cards. Let's get rid of Strike.
Just putting things where they go.
Okay, so we have
Destrudo is now in grave.
Your normal Gold Gadget. Pay half your life points. Now you're at 4,000. And then you Synchro for Ancient Fairy Dragon and Extra Monster Zone. So this comes back to the deck. Activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect. So pop Ravine, search Hanger, gain 1,000. So you're at 5,000.
Yes, 5,000.
Yeah. Activate Hanger. Search. The best piece to search would be B. Activate Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect since you already used your normal special him. Activate Hanger. Equip C.
Does it have to be C?
I believe it's best if it is C because you definitely want C in the grave so you can basically replace it with a link monster.
Okay.
Now you link these two for the Underclock Taker.
The Undertaker.
So Underclock Taker, and then B's effect, you get an A to your hand. So this is your hand right now. At this point, you would Soul Charge for 4.
It's always Soul Charge for 4, and because of paying half your life points and gaining 1,000 off of Ancient Fairy, you're always going to have 1,000 life points left.
Yes. So you have 1,000, that's all you need. So 1,000 life points left.
And then it's kind of link spam at this point, right?
Yeah, now we link C and B.
Proxy Dragon?
For Proxy Dragon, right under the Underclock Taker.
So this is always going to be the setup?
Chainlink 1, B, Chainlink 2C, C specials A.
Okay.
I can put it here. And then B will search another A.
So you need 2 A's because you're going to infinitely Cannon Soldier the A's.
Yeah, that is the main gist of it.
And the A can always add A back to hand, except not itself, so the other A.
A fresh copy of A. So from this point, overlay Gold Gadget and A Assault Core.
Jurgen X.
Jurgen X. And then we detach A.
Search any machine in the deck. That's level 4 or lower.
So Cannon Soldier fits those requirements. Activate Ancient Fairy Dragon on Cannon Soldier.
So this one was revived from the graveyard,
yes.
But because we didn't use the battle phase, we can summon it again. So
yes.
You said Cannon Soldier?
Yep.
Okay.
So it could be anywhere. I'd rather have it at a zone where it's not in the way, but it doesn't matter. Now, since we use those effects, you can pop Hanger if you want. It doesn't matter if you want more life points, but it really doesn't matter. I'm going to keep it on field. You link Jurgen, Ancient Fairy, and either one of these 2 link monsters. So I'm just to open up more space. I'm gonna link with Proxy,
okay.
And we're gonna make Firewall Dragon right under the Clock Taker. So
okay, so the first tribute for the cannon soldier is going to be the underclock taker.
Yes, so these two are co-linked together. Now it's important that you use Firewall Dragon's effect.
Okay, I definitely forgot that part.
If you were to tribute and then spell it from hand and you loop, you have no monster to use Firewall Dragon's effect.
Okay, so Firewall requires you to legally to use Firewall, you have to have a monster in your hand.
Yeah.
Any monster.
Yes, so I'm going to use Firewall Dragon. Best one to get back is B.
Okay.
Now we have the monster. Activate cancel the tribute, burn for 500.
500.
Firewall will trigger, special summoning assault.
And you just have to put it next to Firewall.
Yeah, anywhere next to Firewall. Cannon Soldier again, tribute, burn for 500.
Activate.
Chain Link 1, Firewall Dragon, Chain Link to A.
So A will add A back to hand.
A,
and then because it's in your hand, you can resolve Firewall, summon A. And
so
that's
this
1,000.
happens over and over. If you wanted to style your opponent, you could like cycle through all your Bs and then use A, get the B back, cycle through a C, and you can make like a Dragon Buster. But
yeah, so you can summon the B to get the last A.
Yeah, it's pretty.
But there's no point in doing too much goofiness.
Yeah.
You can leave them with 5 and then make, a cowboy.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to. But that's the FTK in a nutshell. I'm going to pause this, so we're going to take a look at this one more time without terraforming. All right, we're back with version 2, where you don't have a terraforming, so you don't have access to Dragon's Ravine.
Okay, so
instantly.
Yeah, so we're going to start with Hanger.
So this looks like it shouldn't really be possible to do this at all, because how are we supposed to get access to Ancient Fairy Dragon, which is part of the combo? I guess you really just need to get the Cannon Soldier.
Yeah.
And the Firewall, so I guess you can do this. Alright.
So War Judgment is basically a blank here.
Alright.
Normal Summon Gadget.
Alright.
Activate effect, Special Summon C.
Alright.
Effect the Hanger.
Oh yeah, Hanger should be here.
Quit.
Alright. So here we go. Got BC and gold.
So in this case, we want to link these two for... No, not him yet.
Oh.
We're going to do Genius.
Oh, okay, Genius is part of this combo. Put him up here.
Chain Link 1 C, Chain Link 2 B.
Alright. All of this can very easily be disrupted by any hand trap.
Yeah, so...
So there are more ideal hands, and then other hands where you still have back row. And you have Soul Charge, so you can always do a decent amount. But yeah, if you get drolled, obviously this isn't going to work. If you get ashed on the right card, you might not be able to continue.
Special B.
Okay.
Now
so that's why you needed a piece in the hand, because you needed a card to legally activate the C.
Link again.
What do we look at?
We're doing Decode.
Decode. So he has a use in this combo.
Yes,
all right.
He has a use, so B is going to get the other A.
All right, so now both A's are here. And then we're still soul charging 4.
We get soul charge. Actually, we're going to soul charge for 5.
Okay, we have all our life points this time.
Because we have the life points, so we're going to go all in. So Genius can go away from everybody else. We definitely want to link with C, B, and these two. So it doesn't matter there. So right now you're at 3,000 life.
All right.
Okay. So from here, link these two guys for I guess the best one would be Frustrating there.
Okay.
Chain link 1 C, chain link 2 B, search C, special C.
Alrighty.
Link these two. I want the underclock taker pointing that way. So, what else? What did I link? These two. Oh yeah, these two again, right?
All right. Okay.
Okay. So, chain link 1 again. C B. Grab. C. And then you can special A.
All right.
Now you want to
Gilligan X
for the Gilligan X. Activate effect attaching A.
So this is where our cannon soldier is going to come from.
Grab the cannon. This is your hand still. Gilligan's useless now, so you poo. Link of these two.
Okay, so firewall can come.
Firewall comes out. Right in between. So now it's calling to 2.
So you can bounce 2. And you don't need to bounce in this case because you actually have a piece in hand
enough
already.
monsters in order to do this. So
Just need to send one of these 2 to the graveyard.
Yes, so what I would do is bounce, activate effect.
Bounce a Decode Talker?
Bounce a Decode Talker, and you can bounce like anything else. Probably like, I don't know. Just do Gurgant. I don't really know.
Okay. And then just link these into Decode Talker?
No, we could use the Genius because he's useless right now.
Okay.
So these 2, Talker would go here, a little bit more zones. Fire will trigger summoning Cannon Soldier. Effect.
Okay.
Burn for 5. Effect is Firewall. Effect 1, 2. Grab A. And
Summon A.
And keep doing that.
And that's that. All right, so let's take a look at version 3, which is Total Brick City accidental somehow FTK. All right. The brickiest, uselessest field spell, a Thrasher and a Tuner.
Okay, so Special Thrasher.
All right.
Normal summon out the Ash Blossom.
All right.
So you want to synchro these for AFD. AFD in the next one. You set your magical Midbreaker field. Activate Fairy Dragon to pop, gain 1,000.
Get a Union Hanger.
Grab that hanger.
Oh, I forgot to take that. It's in front. Oh well.
That's cool. Activate said hanger. Best one to search here is a B.
All right. Special B.
Special
Now the B hasn't.
Special effect. Grab C. Quit.
I'm running out of visual space.
Sorry.
Is that right?
A link.
So link 2 into Underclock Taker.
Yeah, Underclock Taker here. Grab an A with B. So here you will Soul Charge for 5 again. Since you didn't pay half your life points, you can do this.
So the combos where you don't have Destrudo, you Soul Charge 5, but you have the life points to do it.
So why did I put that into that? There you go. So you link these 2, Proxy.
All right.
Overlay these 2
Yugioh.
for the Yurgen. Attach B, doesn't matter. You get the cannon. Soldier to the hands.
Cannon Soldiers in hand.
Use Ancient Fairy.
Ancient Pharaoh summon Cannon Soldier.
This will be Cannon Soldier. Now we use Ancient Fairy, Gurgant, and since I used Underclock for the last one, I'm going to keep Proxy out. We have the Firewall. Important that you activate Firewall Dragon's effect. Unless this blink is a monster, then you could just go for it.
So there is a monster in your hand at the moment.
Yeah.
So I guess you wouldn't have to bounce it?
No, other than A. Other than A. So if this blank card was any monster, you don't have to use Firewall.
Okay.
But unfortunately, since it isn't, we can just grab B again and do the rest. Burn for 5 effects.
All right. At this point, it's infinite.
Yeah.
So yeah. So that's the Brick City. Still FTK. So you need Soul Charge in all scenarios.
Oh, wait, I never got the
I think I've. Huh?
never got the second A.
Second A.
So what you so what you need to do first is do that.
Oh, okay.
Special. This.
All right.
Wait, can we?
Yeah. No, we're good. No, you can just keep going.
Okay. So special this.
All right.
Off of your then effect.
Now we get the second A.
Burn. So chilling 1, chilling 2. We get second.
All
A
right.
with
So even
this.
if you mess up and you forget something, if you have a B, you could still search the missing piece. So
Special, and then
you can even loop through and get all the other pieces and get double Buster Dragon, and then still FTK your opponent.
Yeah, so even with that very bricky hand, we saved the FTK. So, and I actually pulled this off against a True Draco player, and he was freaking out.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, cool. Nice. All right, so we will see you next time we find another broken FTK in ABC.
Awesome.
That doesn't use a Firewall Dragon. All right. And we're back, and he just power shuffled this to death, so I'm just going to do a few more cuts just so we know it's freshly shuffled deck. We have Soul Charge and C, Gadget, C.
Okay, so this would not be FTK because you need a field spell.
All right, so let's shuffle it up, and we need like a field spell, but yeah, if Soul Charge is in your hand, it's pretty easy to do. So we'll try this one more time. All right.
Okay, so here we go. We have C, A, Gadget.
All right, so we're gonna have to shuffle this up one more time.
Okay.
And if we don't get a field spell, we'll just keep doing it until we get a field spell. So you need a field spell because you need the Ancient Fairy Dragon as part of the combo.
Yeah.
And, alright, let's try this again.
There we go. We got the hard drew the Cannon Soldier. That's pretty good. Ash Blossom, Strike, and B.
Nope.